The Pulse.
Welcome to the most entertaining show about weddings on the radio, wherever you are, however you may be listening. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the place to get the latest trends, tips, and tales of weddings, and we're on every Sunday from 11 to noon right here on the Pulse, 90.7 and 92.7 FM. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and now on YouTube. And every show is available for download on our website at CompleteWeddingRadio.com and in iTunes. We don't want you guys to ever miss a show, and we want you to be able to listen or watch the show when it's convenient for you if you're not able to catch it live. So that's why we put it on all those different mediums for you. Today on the show, we have 20 most inspiring wedding ideas of 2013. Plus, we're going to talk about the important questions that you might want to ask before tying the knot. We also have our wonderful guests for the day, Larry and Ryan from Event Motion Picture Company. Now, we've got the 20 most inspiring wedding ideas of 2013, and this is also from The Knot. We seem to get a lot of our content from The Knot. It's a great website. So the pictures are also available on thenot.com, so you want to go check this out. The first one, which we actually posted this on our Completes National Facebook page as well, actually just today, the flower print flower girl dresses or bridesmaids dresses, things like that. So this one's black and white printed flower girl dresses. Mm-hmm. What do you think of this, Maureen?
I like it. I mean, it's something different.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think if you don't have black in your wedding, obviously it won't go.
Well, so you just do color. You do floor and a color.
No, and I think a printed flower girl dress is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next one is a wedding anniversary piñata. Guests were invited to leave a joke, note, message, prediction, or encouragement for the couple to put inside a flower-covered piñata. Couple will break the piñata on the first anniversary. That's kind of fun.
That is fun. I like that idea. I think that's very cute and very fun. Where would you get a flower-covered piñata? Would you just go like... I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
Who makes those? Can you?
You could. They have stores that make piñatas.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you really going to wait a year to open that up, or is that going to, like, the end of the night, you're going to crack that thing open?
Well, some people do, though. I mean, I guess same with the wedding cake. They wait a year to with the wedding cake in the freezer or whatever it is. So
that's true.
The top of the wedding cake. So,
but I think gumballs are a little more of a crowd pleaser than pickles.
You think so? I mean, there's so many different flavors that you can do with pickles.
But I mean, I get olives, but pickles are kind of, I don't know.
You know what, though? A lot of people hate pickles.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, you'd be on the fence on the pickles.
It's a very hit or miss
And what do you do
huh?
with like all those extra pickles?
That's true. I don't know. You might have pickles for
for
months.
Please, people,
yeah.
take home the pickles, please.
Exactly. Well, I like this next one. This next one is vintage XO lights. Giant red XO letters with lights in them creates a romantic glam touch.
That would be cute. That would be cute.
The price on the vintage ones just went up because there's only so many of those around.
Yeah.
So this is for all you former cheerleaders. So you can do a pom-pom exit toss idea. Guests are given handfuls of little colorful pom-poms to toss at the bride and the groom, when they're exiting, or I think it's exiting, or maybe even in the ceremony. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're a former cheerleader. Maybe that's a good thing for you. So
a honey tasting bar.
This is interesting. I don't know. Honey tasting bar,
I don't know.
Huh?
Do they have flavors? Is that what's going on there?
I guess I would assume so. So
spicy honey.
Yeah, like different styles, different. I don't know. I know there's lots of different types of honey, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but how much toast do you have to bring?
I don't know. Yeah, so someone making toast the entire time. I don't.
You get some peanut butter and have a whole lunch thing.
Right. A cocktail making unity ceremony.
I saw that.
That's kind of a cool
weddings.
idea.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'm on board. That big fan.
Yeah. You mix it
you
mix like if you guys your favorite drinks like a Crown and Coke, you mix like a Crown and Coke as a unit during the unity ceremony.
Yeah.
I photographed a wedding where one guy worked for Pepsi, one lady worked for Coke, and then they mixed. But they were worried, they would ruin the special formula.
Yes, I would assume so. Yes,
the lawyers are parachuting in to stop it.
To stop the whole thing. Let's see here. You got cap guns for the ceremony. Kiss. Each toy gun had a tag that said "Fire away" when he kisses the bride. That could be kind of fun if you got more of a Western. I could see that happening at like the Carefree Resort,
right?
Something like that.
If the whole wedding goes with that theme, sure.
Right. And what's the last one?
Server wearing a sparkling gold champagne tray dress. Her skirt is literally surrounded by champagne serving tray on wheels. Huh.
Interesting.
You know, that reminds me of a couple weeks ago we talked about how they were having like
ballerinas.
Yeah, they were having literally like ballerinas be like the table numbers, like human table numbers. So that kind of reminds me of that.
That's an interesting one too. So some ideas to think about there, and you can take it or leave it, or maybe you disagree with it, and that's okay. But just something to think about. So the first question is, do you make one another laugh? And I think this is an important one, because laughter is the best medicine, and you need a lot of it in a marriage. Do you laugh a lot with this person? Do you try to make them smile? Do they laugh at themselves? If so, married life is going to be a lot less stressful if you're laughing more with each other.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Next one is, do you learn from one another? Do you learn important life lessons from your loved one? How also important is your teaching? Are you teachable and willing to learn? It's also essential that you let your loved one learn things on their own. Otherwise, your husband may never know which button to press to do the laundry.
Exactly.
Which my husband still doesn't know, and we've lived at
Really?
our house for 2 years.
Oh no!
Yeah, I think we've all had trouble with that.
Right.
There should be a class.
Right.
Exactly.
Now, we have our great guests for the day, Larry and Ryan from Event Motion Picture Company. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you guys got started.
Well, I got started. I was coming out to
Which one is this?
I'm sorry. This is Ryan. This is Ryan. When I finally found photography, I was in. I loved it.
Gotcha.
I loved everything about it.
Okay.
And it's been really, really fun. We love life, and we love people, and we love these moments, and we like to spend our time bringing out the best in these events with brides and grooms and corporate events and things that we do.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. And Ryan?
Larry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I moved to LA to learn video production. So,
Okay.
that's where I went. It's plain and simple. Moved there.
Wow.
Got
So how long
started.
have you guys been doing this for?
Oh my gosh. I'm at 10 years. Where are you at?
At least 20.
Wow.
I started when I was 19.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've done at least 20 years.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, do you have a particular style to your photography and videography?
I'll start. I'm kind of a photojournalist at heart. I actually got started as a journalist. I worked for the LA Times. I worked for the Salt Lake Tribune. And that's kind of the core of what I do. Kind of a contemporary style, but I think if the real moments, the real capture of them loving each other and enjoying their day comes through, everything else falls in place. And, we try to capture the moments and be there, but be out of the way so that they're getting moments, but not seeing us as the center of attention, trying to push
I agree.
people
So, Larry,
away.
what should a bride consider when choosing her videographer and photographer?
Well, I think it's the connection. It's such a personal moment. You're inviting a stranger into like one of the most intimate days of your life.
Right.
So you really got to have that connection with them. Also looking at samples of their work and deciding, is this person really qualified? Out of all the things that we shoot, weddings are the most stressful.
They are.
There's only one shot.
Right.
And so it's something that I think bride and groom should consider when looking for somebody to make sure that they can get it on the fly, because it really is. We call it wedding standard time. You have
Right.
your plan, and then you get started, and the next thing you know, it goes by in a blink. And I think that everybody that's been married or had a wedding day, you're like, man, it just went by so fast.
Exactly.
Yes, it absolutely
Exactly.
does.
Well, I think it's important too that the style of the photographer is what you want to see. So when they deliver their images, you like what you see because that's what you want.
Right.
Because if someone does something really outlandish and artistic, if you want that, great. If you don't, and that's what they provided, you're not going to be happy. So
I completely agree.
Like you said, it's kind of the same. So
Right.
do you guys have a favorite story from a wedding? We always like to talk to our vendors about a story, whether it's funny or horrifying, or we want to share it with our brides.
I think the coolest thing that I saw, it was just cool in general, was a bride doing a grand entrance, and she came in the room and she had her hands above her head and just stepped up on the head table and started going like this. And
Wow.
it was like the camera op like stepped back like, what? Everybody in the room, and she just took charge of it like, it's my wedding day. We're partying.
She was like fist pumping on the head
she went
table.
with her
She jumped up on the head
Wow.
table.
I think it's on our
Nice.
website somewhere. If you look it up, you'll see it in there.
Nice. I like it. I
Wow.
like it. All right. So then do you guys have any like cool celebrity stories at all? Sometimes we have a celebrity wedding
Yeah.
segment on the show, and it's kind of fun to talk about celebrity weddings. Do you guys have anything like that?
You want to take that? Sure. Ryan does a lot more.
I photograph a lot of celebrities, the events I go to, and it's fun. A lot of times they come, and there's a kind of an energy they bring because people recognize them or love their characters, and that's always fun to have it.
Name drop.
Right.
Tell us who
right.
it is.
Yeah.
Who haven't you shot?
Yeah, who haven't I shot? I mean, weddings,
it's like that, huh? So I don't
Oh,
know if
I
you
don't
know,
know. I
but
don't
I'm kind of a big deal.
I kind of
People know me.
So like, give us like the one that like wowed you. Like, who's a celebrity that you were like, wow?
Well, I photographed Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and it did wow me. I knew it was happening. The amount of people and the setup behind that's incredible, and it did. When they walked in, you feel it.
And let's be honest, though, beautiful people make your job easier,
They
right?
make it easier.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing easier than photographing an actress or an actor. They know how to pose themselves.
Right.
That's true.
They're right up to speed. You can just say, I want this, and there it is.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us on this beautiful Sunday morning, and hope you guys are enjoying the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Subscribe to the podcast
It's
and our
March
YouTube
now.
channel. Yes. So we want to make sure that you guys, have all the access that you want to the show.
Yeah.
All right. So we are talking with our wonderful guests, and we want to get into our top trends for 2014. What do you guys see is going to be hot in the wedding industry? Not necessarily specific to photography or video, but could be.
It can be anything.
Whatever you want.
I see return to classic style. I think we had the rule with the Leo DiCaprio rule, where whatever movie he comes out with, it
Right.
seems to follow. So Gatsby happens, and all of a sudden it's bow ties and vintage buildings,
Yeah. That's
which I
true.
love. So
Yes.
that's what I see going on.
And now you got Wolf of Wall Street. Is it going to follow that
don't-
trend?
I bet we're going to see some serious pastel suits happen.
Yeah.
You
I
think
don't know about
so?
the yacht. Yeah, it
Okay.
could happen. But I think we're going to stick with the classics for a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, the pastel suits. See, I don't think of Wolf of Wall Street when I think of pastel suits. I think of Dumb and
80s.
Dumber.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, that's
Or
me.
Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think
It's a
about?
slippery slope.
Right.
Do you notice any trends with photography and videography specifically?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people manipulating the images and making them look solarized or oversaturated and
Right.
things like that. And then that's fun, but make sure the originals are good, because when you look back in 10 or 20 years, you don't want to go, oh, yeah, I know exactly when we photographed your wedding because that was the style at the time.
Hey.
If the base images are good, do whatever you
Two
want.
is
Have you
definitely hire a planner. The reason I say that isn't to promote any planners.
Although
but-
Maureen does like that piece of advice
I do.
from every guest.
I love when
so.
they say that.
Listen, I mean, a good restaurant has a manager. A good wedding needs a manager, and trying to go to you during your big day is just a bad idea. Of all the money you're going to spend, that's going to save you a lot of time. Your vendors have somebody to communicate with.
Right.
It keeps you out of the loop, so you can have fun.
Right.
You
So you're
know?
going to actually enjoy your day.
Yeah.
And that's so your parents can enjoy your day. And yeah.
You don't want to be like, oh, did the caterer bring out the food? And
Right.
it's like, how romantic is that?
Exactly.
Instead of asking, like, hey, are we going to start this next?
Right.
Someone should be coming up to you and be like, are you ready for this next?
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or this is happening next.
Right. Or this is, well, we need to do this now.
This is
So-
happening.
Oh, and I definitely do. If you can't do it, I mean, I wouldn't say. The other thing is, don't hire a relative or have a relative do it,
Oh, yeah.
because they're there to have fun. And the reality is, they're going to have a bunch of people in one space that they want to talk to as well,
Right.
and so you're going to be at the back burner. So if you're going to spend the money to have a wedding, you should definitely get somebody who can manage it for you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. All right. Number 2.
Take a minute during the day of and take it in. Just stop and look around and realize it's your wedding day. Everybody that works in events will tell you, shooting them, they go by fast. If it's your day, it goes by even faster.
And that's something with you guys being photography and video is we always suggest the first look as well. And I don't know if you guys do that,
Yeah.
but that first look opportunity where it's just the bride and groom, you guys are kind of in the background capturing it, but it's just them, no one around. It's
Yeah,
just
the
a
reveal.
minute,
The
you know?
reveal is it. We call it a reveal. We do
Yeah.
the reveal before, because what we find, it gives you time to do pictures and things like that.
Right.
So when you get done with your ceremony, you go right into the party. It's not we've seen it like a 2-hour wait sometimes, waiting on somebody to get done with
That's
their
not
pictures.
fun, no.
And so you've got your guests. You got 8 hours total for this whole thing, and 2
Right.
hours of it were spent getting their artistic. No, we want to get it done early so you can go right from your ceremony to partying all
Right.
night with your friends and family.
I
Right.
like it. I like it. All right. Number 1,
Top piece of advice.
your top piece of advice.
What do you got, Ryan?
Oh, this is easy. If you found the person you love, it's done. I mean, the rest of this is fun, but if you're there, you love each other, it's all going to be great.
Right. It's all going to
So,
be great. Yeah.
I mean, if you planned ahead, you don't have to think about things when you're there. You can enjoy it. You got the right vendors. You got the right people. It's going to go smooth because they're professionals. And you can focus on enjoying your family and enjoying the ceremony and having a great day.
And that's a wonderful thing to keep in mind, too, because that's the most important thing is, again, you found the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Even if little things do go wrong or don't go exactly as planned, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They will. Guaranteed on a wedding day. Like I said, it's wedding standard time. You spend 6 months of planning,
Right.
and all of a sudden something. Uncle Bob is late because he was out partying last night because he's on vacation, and now the whole wedding is So yeah, I mean, that's definitely it.
All right, and then the last question. What do we got?
Why should a bride choose Event Motion Picture Company?
We're professional. We get it right in camera. We don't have to go back and figure it out later. We have a shot list, a plan when we go into your event to make sure that we get any and everything. If you come back and say, "Oh, did you get a shot of so and so?" We'll have it.
Right.
Of course, right?
And the other thing is we have a fast turnaround. We guarantee our product within 2 weeks, guaranteed your money back.
Oh wow!
So
that's
really
a
really fast turnaround.
That's great.
Oh, obviously with doing stuff for the AP, things like that, you've got to turn it quick. So that's part of our workflow. We flip it quick, get it back to you. We give you a disc. You can do whatever you want with it. We're not trying to sell prints or anything like that. We sell the service.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We're gonna now remember, this is your wedding. Do what you love. Invite the people you want. Dance to the songs that make you the happiest. Eat some of the best food you'll ever have. Be the king and queen of the rest of your life and enjoy all the moments. Share the photographs and video with your children and grandchildren, and most of all, spend the rest of your life with the person you love. Join us next week for more trends, tips, and tales of weddings with Complete Wedding Radio on the Pulse.